Imagine an individual, once unremarkable and indistinguishable in the crowd, now standing apart as a beacon of self-mastery and inner strength. This is the portrait of a man who embarked on the seldom-trodden path of seed retention, a journey that transformed him from a raw, unrefined entity into a diamond of rare quality. He's not just a figure of physical prowess. He is a paragon of mental fortitude and spiritual enlightenment. His eyes, once clouded with uncertainty and aimlessness, now shine with the clarity of purpose and unwavering resolve. He walks with a confidence that is not boastful but grounded in the profound understanding of his inner power. How it became possible? Let's find out. Stage 1. The challenge. The initial stage of seed retention is a formidable test of self-discipline and endurance. It's in these early days, typically spanning the first 30 days, that a man embarks on this journey, encountering a fierce internal struggle. Let's take someone like John as an example, a 19-year-old corn addict with no structure to his life and with a history of following societal norms and personal habits. This stage is particularly daunting. Accustomed to instant gratification and unregulated indulgence, John finds himself in a relentless battle against deeply ingrained behaviors. Each day feels like a confrontation with his own will, where habitual desires and long-standing routines are called into question. It's not just a physical trial, but a mental one, as John wrestles with the reflexive urges that have defined his adult life. As John progresses through this initial month, the intensity of the challenge doesn't diminish, but his response to it begins to evolve. The first few days are the hardest, marked by a strong sense of withdrawal and a barrage of temptations. He experiences moments of doubt, wondering if the struggle is worth it, and faces sleepless nights where the challenge seems insurmountable. But as he nears the end of this 30-day period, there's a subtle shift. What started as an almost unbearable test becomes a catalyst for change. John notices a budding sense of achievement with each passing day. It's a journey that tests his limits, reshapes his perceptions of self-control, and starts to instill a newfound discipline. By the end of this stage, John, and many like him, begin to glimpse the potential power of this journey, setting the stage for the next phase of transformation. Stage 2. The test of willpower. In the second stage, your journey transforms into a profound testament to willpower. This is where the real work begins, a pivotal moment that separates the men who are content with mediocrity from those who strive for mastery over themselves. If you've reached this stage, lasting anywhere from day 31 to 60, you're no longer just battling physical urges. You're reshaping your very psyche. This stage is a crucible for your character. As you navigate this phase, be prepared to confront the harsh reality of your previous lifestyle. It's a time for stark self-reflection. You've lived in a world where the easy path is often the most tempting, where immediate pleasure is frequently chosen over long-term fulfillment. Now, you must break free from this cycle of mediocrity. It's a period fraught with internal conflict, but it's also ripe with opportunity for growth. You'll start to notice subtle yet profound shifts in your mindset. The discipline you begrudgingly adhered to in the first stage begins to solidify into a more robust, unyielding resolve. This is not a journey for the faint-hearted. It demands an unwavering commitment to self-improvement and a relentless pursuit of a higher standard. As you delve deeper into this stage, you'll find yourself questioning not just your physical habits, but the very thoughts and beliefs that have kept you anchored in a state of complacency. This stage challenges you to rise above the average, to eschew the comfort of your old self for the uncertainty of growth and self-discovery. It's a call to arms against the mediocrity that society often settles for, a battle cry for those who dare to demand more from themselves. Remember, the path to greatness is littered with the remnants of comfort and ease. Stand strong and forge ahead. Stage 3. The transformation. In the third stage, typically spanning days 61 to 90, you begin to notice tangible physical changes. It's like awakening to a new sense of vitality and energy, a feeling of robust health that perhaps was dormant before. This is the period where the discipline and self-control you've been practicing start manifesting in physical form. Your body feels more alive, more attuned to the rhythms of a disciplined life. It's a refreshing and invigorating realization that your efforts are bearing fruit, reinforcing your commitment to this path. Then, as you transition into a new self, the transformation dives deeper into your emotional and mental realms. Emotionally, there's an emerging sense of balance and stability. The highs and lows of your feelings begin to even out, replaced by a consistent sense of calm and centeredness. It's as if the emotional turbulence that once rocked your boat has now settled into a peaceful lull. Mentally, this period is marked by a significant enhancement in clarity and focus. Gone are the days of foggy thoughts and indecision. Instead, you find yourself in a state of heightened awareness and concentration, able to tackle challenges with a newfound sharpness. This mental clarity not only enhances your productivity and cognitive abilities, but also deepens your understanding of yourself and your place in the world. These changes, blending together, create a tapestry of transformation that is holistic and all-encompassing, setting the stage for the further spiritual and personal growth that follows. It is the culmination of the journey, the mastery of seed retention. Here, it's no longer just a practice, but a seamless part of your existence. It's about harmonious coexistence with your desires, controlling them rather than being controlled. This stage is where the journey, having transformed you, becomes an indelible part of who you are. You become a man in the truest sense of the word. Remember, a man without purpose is like a ship adrift at sea, vulnerable to the whims of the waves and winds, with no direction or destination. He is susceptible to being shaped and swayed by external forces, molded into whatever form the world deems fit. Don't be that man. Instead, choose to be a warrior, a guardian of your own destiny. The world needs individuals who are not just passive observers, but active participants in crafting their fate.